16 programs of study in our CTE classrooms. We have welding, construction, cosmetology, culinary arts. You will see as we go down the halls, you'll get to go in and visit those classrooms. There's always a lot going on in those classrooms. We have a new construction teacher this year. His name is Andy Baird. He has blown it out of the water. One thing that he has done, it's hard when you come in as a CTE teacher. A lot of them come from the business world. And he came from a construction background, which is different from education. He has knocked the ball out of the park. He has already entered a competition in Knoxville a few weeks ago. It's through the Builders Exchange program of East Tennessee. Never done it. He took a set of kids, competed with Knoxville area high schools throughout the region, and they won 4th place. So we were so proud of him. He always has a lot of work, construction going on in there. Now, I don't know what they're doing. I do know that they build cornhole boards. They sell those. If you're interested, they do, I think they paint them maybe for sports teams. They do birdhouses. There's just always a lot going on in there. Cosmetology. Does anybody like nails? They do a lot of cool nails. Trying to think, our FFA has over 300 members. That is really a big program of study here at Campbell County. We actually have 3 agriculture teachers. Their classes are full. They go to a lot of competitions. They do a lot of leadership within their students. So it's exciting. There's always something going on down the CTE hall. And out of our programs of study, if you'll just look, every CTE program of study have what we call a CTSO. And that is a career and technical student organization. What they do, you join the club, they have competitions, they have seminars on leadership. It does a lot for students. Melissa Kane.
What did I do?
Well, your kids, both of her, I had her kids when I taught here. Her son Tucker's, he was a winner. My club was DECA. We went to Nashville. We got to stay at the Opryland Hotel. I mean, it's really good what they teach kids when
It
you
was all because of
join.
me.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
You join the CTSO, they dress professional, some of them have to make presentation. It's just really good for our students. We have very active CTSOs. We've already had our FBLA, which is Future Business Leaders of America. That goes with our business management program of study. They have already had their regional contest. They had several winners, here they are: public speaking, broadcast journalism, social media strategies. There are several different projects, exams they can do. This is just some of that. So they will now go on to the state, which I think this year is in Chattanooga. So it's just a lot, and it's really good because we have some kids that they've not been to places like Chattanooga or Nashville, so they get to visit, see things they would not necessarily have gotten to see. This is, the fair. Who goes to the fair? I know several of you do. If you go to the Jacobs building, everything in there during the fair, it's career and technical classes. They compete. We have always a ton of winners. Cosmetology, they'll have the little mannequin heads, nail hands with the nails they've done. Welding, construction, criminal justice, just about every CTSO we have, they can compete at the fair. So FFA, I don't even know how many winners they had. They had so many. And these are just some pictures of winners at the fair. Did you have a picture of the construction competition or no? We didn't. So there's just a lot going on. Always something good happening in CTE. We try to have it posted to the Facebook page. If you don't follow the county's Facebook page or Campbell County High School, please do. You can see what's going on. Another opportunity that we have, we are now trying to make CTE really relevant in our middle schools, especially 8th grade, because when you get to 8th grade, even though you don't know it, it's sort of time to start thinking about the future. So, let's see, Jacksboro Middle, LaFollette Middle, and Jellicoe Middle, they, last year and this year, are participating in a program called Dream It, Do It. And they're probably about 7 middle schoolers from each of those schools. They go, I think all the industries this year are in Anderson County, like Jacksboro Middle. They have partnered with ISON. And they go down there, they take them on tours. They do like a little marketing campaign for that company. It's a competition. I don't know who Jellicoe and LaFollette have, but last year, Lisa Bolton, I think they were with, not ISON. What is it?
SL.
Yeah, SL. Listen, they gave her $500 that she could buy whatever she wanted for her Dream It, Do It team. So it's great for the kids, the 8th graders, they're real energetic, they love it. It's getting them involved, and they can see with an industry partner the different things that are going on in the business world. Also, last year, we started using a career assessment inventory. It's called Major Clarity, and it's like a little quiz, like ask the students about their likes, their interests, and from that, they get a page generated with maybe careers that they would be interested in. And through our middle school partnership with the state, we are taking those students on industry tour visits in the fields that it shows that they like. So, and hopefully maybe next year, we're working on maybe getting a CTE class on the middle school level, if we can at all possible do it, because it's that important now. Also, we have some building projects going on. Jellicoe, they are renovating the construction and welding classrooms. They're right in the middle of the project. Probably it will be done probably March. They are getting a new welding lab, state of the art, very nice. And the construction, they're remodeling that. It is also very nice. Hopefully, this is in the planning phase. We are adding an HVAC program of study, so we will have to build some type of a facility for them to have that. We have a grant, it's called the ISM grant, it's from the state. That has enabled us to do the renovation at Jellicoe. It will enable us to also build the HVAC facility here. Let's see, what else? Welding. Anybody know Chris Ralston? He is very, Camilla knows him, he's very passionate about what he does. His kids, they're winners. Last year, several of the welding students, he goes to the welding rodeo. This year, I think he had 3 winners. The best thing about it that I love, 2 of them were girls. And one of them was one of my students at Jacksboro Middle School, and she was going to come and I told her I would stand by her, and she was going to talk about welding, but she's had her little panic attack, so she wouldn't do it. But I like Halloween, and I saw, I don't know, on some social media where people had taken like old silver trays and made jack-o'-lantern faces. So I brought this to Carlia, and she made it for me. So that's just an example. She did it all by herself. She was one of the ones that was a winner. And last year, I think she took some construction classes, but she wants to weld. And now when you talk to welding industry people, they say females are better welders because they're more detailed. Sorry to the men. But, and I'll just tell you, that's a high-wage, high-demand job. So those are things that we are focusing on here. I would like to thank, which Ms. Fields left, the Campbell County Board of Education, because now CTE, that's where it's at. And anytime I ask, I'm usually told that we're good to go. So I try to help all my teachers if they need new equipment. We try to get that for them because with the world we live in, that's what it's about. So Ben is great. He's all on board. Industry certifications, which Olivia will talk more than that. We have probably tripled from last year. This year, she'll give you the numbers. That's a big push. That goes back to Ready Grads, which I think Monica will talk about. There's just a lot going on. Olivia, stand up, Olivia. Okay. Last year, Josh Parker was our career coach. This year, Olivia Lobertini is our career coach, which is a great, awesome thing to have. Lisa Bolton is here. She is our Jellicoe.
Make her stand up.
Career coach. They are great. They do a lot to help me, and I appreciate them. And Monica said I'm over time. So one last thing I would like to do. He's not going to speak, but I'm just going to introduce our new secondary supervisor, Mr. Chris Enix. Stand up. He took Dr. Warren's place. He has been real good also to help me if I need it. If you ever need anything, CTE, call me. Don't forget Culinary Arts. They cater this. I thank them. Megan Smith, our marketing teacher, she generously left asleep. She paid for lunch today. She has a school store. She makes good money.
Don't steal my thunder here.
So we appreciate her doing that. We appreciate Miss Kennedy. She's the culinary arts teacher, and our students that have helped us. Miss Kennedy actually, up at the ball farm, the Christmas, whatever they call that, she catered up there and did really well. So things like that, if you need a caterer, she and Amanda, they're the best.
We also just
Anything
give lunch for
welded,
TCAP.
we'll get you hooked up on that too. Thank you for coming, and we're so glad you're here.
I'm Megan Smith, and I run our marketing area study along with the business area study. So I just want to shine a light on incredible opportunities we have here to work in our school store. They work in the school store while taking any of the 3 marketing classes offered. So Intro to Business, Marketing 1 and Marketing 2. It's just not about selling snacks, even though that would be your idea for all of you who talk to our students here. We have spiritware, and it's about learning real-world experiences and skills and making meaningful contributions to our school community. While the students work in the school store, they take on various responsibilities that teach them that about running a small business. So they manage the inventory, so they place the orders, they put up the stock. They also handle the cash, so they run the register and count down the end-of-day money. And they learn the ins and outs of the retail operations. They develop their customer service skills, which include greeting customers with a smile, answering questions, and providing excellent service. So beyond the technical skills, students are building essential life skills, and they're practicing teamwork, communication, and problem solving every day. In short, the school store is more than a shop. It's a hand-on learning experience and a chance to connect with their classmates and an opportunity to grow into capable and confident young professionals. Another area I would like to focus on is my CTO along with another business teacher, the FBLA. So that's Future Business Leaders of America, which Ms. Chambers spoke about. Our students are put into real-life business situations and compete against other students within our state. For example, the job interview is an area they focus on. Me and Ms. Owens, another teacher, got to actually be the judges for that competition at our regional level, so we got to do all of those things. So they are tasked with completing a resume and participating in the mock interview for the position at whatever company that they have been given. It allows them to gain confidence and experience when going for interviews for the jobs they may apply for the future. Another area is social media strategies, which is a popular area because we know that all the kids love social media. So they're given a mock business and have to provide social media services using different platforms to share that business and what the business does. Another way that we have been able to give back with the CTE marketing department is by using our funds to purchase a commercial size cricket machine and a heat press. We've been able to make clothing items to purchase as well as some vinyl letters for some signage. So if you noticed, if you watched the parade on Saturday, the LUV train that was in the parade, the vinyl came from your FBLA students. Buy something from the store or just come and visit.
So next we have Olivia Lobertine, and she's going to share some things about CTE certifications, the industry certifications.
Hello, my name is Olivia Lobertine, as they've introduced, and I've had to stand up and be put on display. I was here before in an administrator role and still had no idea all that CTE offered our students. I was clueless until I came into this role and started hearing about industry certifications. So here are some of the certifications that we do. I'm not going to read them to you, but you can see they really vary. Anything from CPR, our Criminal Justice 3, and our Health Sciences have the opportunity for CPR, which is huge, just in your day-to-day life or in a role. Cosmetology has opportunities, coding, culinary, and then Brady is actually going to talk a little bit more about the Microsoft certifications in just a minute. He's really thrilled that I've got him to do this. Because I told him Monday, even though we planned this a long time ago, but I knew if I told him a long time ago, he would back out before today, so I told him on Monday. These industry certifications are stamps of approval from professional fields, and they put our kids at a big advantage when compared to other applicants for jobs, and it helps our kids stand out. Last year, we had 173 industry certifications and throughout our CTE programs. This semester, as of this morning, we are at 450 industry certifications. That is a testament to the investment our Board of Education, our CTE director, and our director of schools, and our secondary supervisor, our administration here, but mostly our CTE educators and our students. That's an investment that they're making in themselves. It's saving their future employers' funds when they take the OSHA 10 here and they already have that certification. And it's just putting our students one step above. So we're very, very proud of that. And I'm going to introduce Mr. Brady Hatmaker. Brady is wonderful and is going to tell you all some information.
So I'm Brady Hatmaker. I'm a senior here. I took like Olivia said, I took the Microsoft Office certification test. I took 3 of them. I took Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. The Excel one was really hard. Some of the courses that helped me prepare for it was computer applications. Courtney Owens in particular was one teacher that really pushed me to do these certification tests, and she always, Courtney's like I've known her all my life, so she's always pushed me to do the best in anything I can do. And a lot of the reasons these certifications were easy for me is because I'm real self-driven, so I kind of taught myself a lot in that class. I just kind of did it on my own. These certifications, they help me for job applications in the future. So like when I'm applying for a job, I can put this on my resume and they're going to help me get a job in the future.
Microsoft Office application or certifications. Most colleges and universities, if you are a business major, that is a requirement. At the University of Tennessee, you're expected to do that, and it's not necessarily coursework. You just have to achieve that in order to get a degree there. We would also like to welcome everyone back in April this year to the CTE, the Career and Technical Career Fair that we host every year. It will be in the gymnasium, and we do have a sign-up sheet. I mean, every year, it just keeps growing. We're getting to the point, last year, I'm like, when are we gonna, stop growing? Where are we gonna put all of these businesses? Which is a fabulous problem to have. So if you would like to come back, we have a sign-up sheet on your way out. So that way I will make contact with you at that point, getting closer. But we are so excited. I know the chamber, Missy did a great job last year sharing that information. It's really, really helped grow that program. And of course, I won't need an introduction, that's me. I want to talk to you for just a minute about being a Ready Graduate. Ready Graduate is something that students will achieve. There's several different ways to do that. It shows that they have reached a certain level of academic readiness, and that can be meaning they are going on to a college, a community college. They can go to technical school, that they're ready to go into the workforce. Of course, we recognize the students at graduation awards night. They love the bling with the cord at graduation. This last point, this is something that we have done here that Mr. Faust came up with, and it has been a huge motivator. If students are on track to graduate, we encourage them to do dual enrollment or to stay for the rest of the day their senior year, but many of them want to leave. That is very enticing. That is like a goal, half day, my senior year. So that is something Mr. Faust and his team kind of put together, and we've been working towards this for a few years now, and it is a huge motivator for them to become a Ready Graduate. These are our numbers. For the past 3 years, you can see in 2022, it was fairly new. We weren't exactly sure what was happening with that. We had some completion, but then when we started to look at it more closely, this is our projection for this year. As of right now, we should probably have around 55% of our high school students will be a Ready Graduate. And the job shadowing is also, I thought I had another slide on there, but I don't. To be a Ready Graduate, they have to have a 21 on their ACT. That's one way, and that's pretty much the college path. They can have 4 EPSOs, and an EPSO is early post-secondary opportunity, and there's a couple of ways to get EPSOs. They can do dual enrollment, either here or at Rome State, on campus here or at TCAT, to get those EPSOs. They can get 4 of those. They can also get an EPSO by taking an AP, which is Advanced Placement course. So 4 of those qualify them as a Ready Graduate. There's 2 other paths. They can do 2 EPSOs and an industry certificate. And this is the path for a lot of our career and technical students. And as Olivia's already shared, we are really, really pleased with those numbers this year. And the last way, they can take the ASVAB, which has traditionally been the exam that you take when you're entering the military, but that's kind of broadened now because there's more things that look at that. So we give the juniors that exam. So if they make a 31 on the ASVAB and have 2 EPSOs, they're also a Ready Graduate. So there's many different areas. It's not just those academic-bound, university-bound students that are going to have a 21 or something on their ACT. Job shadowing, this is just a little plug. We have done this through work-based learning. When the students do this through work-based learning, it is a semester long and it is a big time requirement. It's non-paid. They also do work-based learning where they work. But what we have done and would like to improve those numbers, we have a few students that maybe they have classes all day most of the time, or they are involved in athletics or other things. Their schedule is just too busy to actually commit to the work-based learning version of job shadowing. We have a student right now, and she texted me this morning. She said, "I'm so sorry, Miss Payne, I woke up with a fever and I'm really sick." But Aspen Williamson has been going to Valley View. She's just done this for about 6 weeks. She goes 2 days a week. And when we were talking about what she was going to share, one thing she said, I would like to share with you. I said, tell me about how do you feel like this has helped you? And I was really blown away. She said, when I started, I thought I might want to be an elementary teacher. That's when she and I talked, and Jake Dotson, they've been great at Valley View to work with her. She said, but after I've been there for about a month, she said it has 100% solidified for me that I want to be a teacher, and that is what I'm going to go to school for. I said, what is something that has been a surprise, that's been different than you thought? Now, she's working with second graders. She said, I was really, really surprised how much the teacher has them already working in groups and doing things as a team and working together. She said, I thought what they would be doing would be much more basic than that. She said, I'm amazed at how much second graders can do. So, if you have a business and you are open to some students coming out to your location, we are more than happy to try to pair some students up with you. And it might even be just the student could come one day for like a long day. Like I said, especially student athletes. If you were one, if you have a child that's one, that is such a huge time commitment. It is really hard for them to work in the evening because of those practice and game schedules. So those are some students that we would like to offer this opportunity for. But I'm so proud of Aspen. She'll check in with me, and she's just been so excited. Mr. Dotson and April, they've been so tickled to have her. It's really worked out well. Mr. Faust, our principal, is going to say a few words, and he'll talk about the upcoming tour and kind of close us out.
First of all, guys, just thank you for joining us. We're, very appreciative of that. Appreciative of the partnership we have with you guys. Without you all, this stuff is not possible. I think we do some really, really good things at our school, and we're doing it to better our community. So always think about that. Is if there's ways that we can support you, like Ms. Bain talked about, we're looking to partner with internships, paid internships, jobs. Job shadowing. We need those things for our students. Part of our goals at our school is to provide access to opportunities to all students to be successful. So these are the things that we're working on and working through, and we want to be able to do that with you. And we're going to do a little tour, so we're going to divide up in some groups. Who's kind of who's dividing the groups up?
Oh, we haven't divided them. We're not sure who's staying.
If they're staying.
If you're
we'll
staying,
divide
we would
them.
love for you to visit some of our CTE classrooms. You'll get to see some, you've already got to see some of the culinary work, but you get to go to welding, some FFA things, some other classrooms, culinary and cosmetology. So if you want to stay and tour the building, we would love for you to do that. If you partner with us financially, you'll get to see some of our classrooms that we pour some money into that way. So you'll get to see that. So we look forward to you staying. We would love for you to, talk to the teacher, talk to some of the kids, and ask them what they're doing in that classroom. Because again, at the end of the day, we're up here to ensure that our kids are successful, and then they're becoming adults and going to you guys, and then hopefully developing a community that we're all super proud of and bettering ourselves.